Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Honorable Mike Solomon. Right now, I am going to explain identical twins. I have drawn the diagram in the first place. Right now, I am going to explain it. Identical twins occur when a woman releases one egg or one ovum and it divides into two identical cells to form separate embryos. Here, as you can see, this is the ovum being released by a woman, by the ovary of a woman, right? Here, fertilization has not taken place. Fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube or oviduct. Look at the sperm. The sperm is swimming towards this ovum. You can call it ovum or egg. Alright? Ovum or egg. Look at it. Now, fertilization is going to take place here. It's going to take place here. As you can see. The fusion of male gamete and the female gamete is called fertilization. The male gamete is the sperm cell. The male gamete is the sperm cell, while the female gamete is the egg cell. All right, look at it. Look at the egg cell. Look at the sperm cell. When the two are fused together, that is what we call fertilization. Now, fertilization has taken place here. As you can see, the ovum, the egg, has nucleus. Nucleus contains chromosome. Chromosome contains DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid contains molecule which contains hereditary information in a code form. DNA contains molecule which contains hereditary information in a code form. As you can see, sperm has fertilized the ovum. Now, fertilization has already taken place. Ovary releases one egg. Look at the egg. Look at the ovum. And it is fertilized. The ovum is fertilized here. What is the next line of action? And we are discussing identical twins. I am discussing identical twins. What is the next line of action? Now that this egg is fertilized, I call it fertilized egg or ovum. You can also call it zygote. Okay? For you to have a fetus, for you to have a baby here, There is what we call cleavage, splitting of cells. This egg, this fertilized egg, in the field of identical twins, this fertilized egg will divide into two. I have one fertilization, not two, one fertilization. An egg is fertilized, but this egg will divide into two identical cells. This egg, this ovum, will divide into two. Look at it. Look at it here. Look at another one here. Look at them. 1 and 2. This one has divided. It has divided into two identical cells. 1 and 2. Here, this one has a portion of sperm, as you can see. This one also has a portion of sperm. Now, what is the next line of action? This one will divide into two. This one, it will divide into two. From 2 to 4, from 4 to 8, from 8 to 16, from 16 to 32, etc. For you to have a baby in the womb or uterus, there's what you call cleavage. This cell will have two identical cells. One egg, the fertilized egg. This fertilized egg has divided into two identical cells. One is here and the other one is here. Okay. Now this one will also split into two, from 2 to 4, from 4 to 8, from 8 to 16, from 16 to 32, etc. From there, we could have a baby here. And this splitting of cell, original cell, the splitting of original cell into smaller cells is called cleavage. It's called cleavage. Cleavage is the splitting of this fertilized cell into smaller cells. Okay? Now we have smaller cells here. And we call all these smaller cells, we call them a ball of cells. A ball of cells. Before you could have a baby, you must have gotten what we call a ball of cells. Look at a ball of cells. A ball of cells. After this development, you could have a baby. Look at the baby. Look at the fetus. The same thing applicable to this. This fertilized cell will split into two. From 2 to 4. From 4 to 8. From 8 to 16. From 16 to 32. The progression from 16 to 32, etc. The progression here is geometric in nature. The development here is geometric. Alright? From 2 to 4, this fertilized cell will divide into 2. From 2 to 4, from 4 to 8, from 8 to 16, from 16 to 32, and so on. After this development, we will have a baby. Look at the baby, look at the fetus. This development is called cleavage, the splitting of original cell into smaller cells is called cleavage. And all these cells, all these smaller cells, all these cells are referred to as a ball of cells. Now, after this development, we could have a baby. Look at the baby. Here in the womb, or uterus, womb, not womb, womb, not womb. We don't call it womb. We call it womb. Here in the womb, we have two babies. And these babies are identical in all respects. They have the same genetic characteristics. They have the same inherited characteristics. Okay? Look at the placenta. These two babies, in identical twins, the two babies share the same placenta. They have one placenta. Both of them are sharing that singular placenta. Both of them. Two of them are sharing this placenta. They have one placenta. Look at it. But different umbilical cords. This one has its own umbilical cord. This one has its own umbilical cord. But one placenta. They share the same placenta. In this umbilical cord is where the food and the oxygen pass through to the fetus. The food and oxygen from the mother, food and oxygen from the mother pass through the umbilical cord to the fetus or baby, to the baby. The same umbilical cord, it has dual function. Umbilical cord has dual function. It is a channel or it is a tube where food and the oxygen pass through from the maternal blood to the fetal blood. From the mother down to the baby. Umbilical cord. The same umbilical cord carries waste products from the baby's blood, from the fetal blood, down to the placenta. Placenta has a link with the maternal bloodstream. Okay? The waste product from the fetus will be carried by the umbilical cord down to the placenta. That is to say, the waste products like urea, carbon dioxide, and the rest of them will now pass through the umbilical cord down to the placenta. Placenta has a link with the bloodstream. From here, the waste product will now move into the bloodstream of the mother, and the excretory organs in the mother will now remove the waste product. Here we have cervix. Cervix is another tube that controls the opening and the closing of the vagina. We have vagina. Vagina is an organ that is used for sexual intercourse. It serves as birth canal. It is used for menstruation. It is used for urination. Vagina has different functions. It plays a vital role in the life of a mother, a woman. Thank you so much.